Hey everyone, Ben here from Sydney Fruit Gardening, and I think it's time for another update and walk around the yard. I'll show you what's fruiting. It's that time of year when we're getting a few things setting fruit and harvesting a few things here and there as well. So I didn't do the front yard last time, so I'll start here and just excuse the noise. There's a lot of construction happening in my area and a lot of cars going around, but nothing I can do about that. So I'll take you around the garden and we'll have a look. All right, first up is this persimmon tree. Lots of persimmons this year. They have copped a little bit of sun, but they haven't hasn't really hurt them. It's not soft or anything, which is good. A little bit of hail damage as well from earlier when we had that storm. You can still see that on the leaves. This is the Fuyu, doing quite nicely. I did graft another variety on, but it although the graft took, it really didn't do anything. I think the tree was focusing on fruit, and so it just popped out this mini leaf. It's still viable, so we'll hopefully get some growth next season on that graft. Little orange tree's doing all right. There's a couple of oranges here and there. This will do better now. I've installed this irrigation system not too long ago, so we've got these little sprinkler heads around, which are going to help a lot, I think. So I think it'll do better in the future. This one's the real champion though. This is the wonderful pomegranate, and it's doing really well. You can just look at that, guys. Whew. Big trucks. This whole building's being demolished across the road, and there's apartments being built, so it's a changing nature of our suburbs, hey? Anyway, look at this, all the pomegranates coming here. Wonderful variety. I don't even know how I'm going to get this bag off. I think this is going to break these bags. Nice big ones here too. So my record is 813 grams. I wonder if I can get one over a kilo one time. That would be awesome. Heaps around the back here as well. They're just everywhere. So, and it's on such a compact tree as well. So super happy with this pomegranate and can't wait to start testing the fruit. A lot of people ask, how do you know if a pomegranate's ripe? And really, a lot of people make the mistake of picking them too early when they're still sour. So here, you want to look for whether it's perfectly round or whether it's starting to form ridges. And another truck. Whether it's forming ridges and starting to get blocky, because that indicates that's getting quite full on the inside. Some of them will start to split as well when it's when they're ripe, and you can also kind of flick them. This is still making the dull sound. If it makes more of a tinny sound, then it's ready. All right, I put some ginger in the back there, and this little cherimoya. I wouldn't say it's powering along, but you know, these are new leaves coming. It's doing okay. Some roses, just some ornamentals, guys. Little macadamia's doing well. This is the mini maca variety. Lots of new growth coming here. It's loving that irrigation system as well. And here's the Bambaroo mango, which is pushing out a lot of new growth. Bambaroo is a selection of the good old ever reliable Kensington Pride, which I'm a big fan of. So it's doing well. I think I'll let it grow again probably next season. I'll pull the fruits off, and then the season after that hopefully will be the fruiting one. Macadamia, I didn't show you that. This is the dwarf macadamia. It's probably 7 feet now, and yeah, I'm hoping we'll get some flowers next season. All right, I'll take you around the side now. This is my little nursery area. Okay, so this one's going to go in the ground next year. This is an air layered longan, which I got off a friend locally. and it's putting out more new growth. It's doing super well. I'm really happy with that one. A couple other little things. There's a potted Grumachumma here. It's doing all right. Potted Sapodilla, which has never really grown that much. Seedling. Canistel. It's been a slow grower too, that one, but I've got the other one in the ground. I did graft up some more white sapotes. These are all Kampong white sapotes. So they're doing really well. And I've got a couple of other grafted ones over here. These are doing excellent. This is the Max Golden, which I grafted up a while back, and this is a bit of an unknown fruiting. Might be a seedling variety, I'm not sure, but it's doing well as well. The Nunca Mini jackfruit has taken off. That's done really well this season. Lots of new growth. This one is really an experiment. My plan is to keep it in the pot and just gradually up pot it and see if I can actually fruit a jackfruit in a pot. So it'll come inside in winter and it'll just live in my sunroom where there's heaps of sun. Yeah, that way I'm hoping I can overcome the ripening problem that a lot of people have with jackfruit, where they don't ripen well in the Sydney winter. So anyway, stay tuned, probably a few years before we hit that point, but it's doing well. It's a grafted variety, that one. Luke's Garcinia, that's the seedling. It's probably getting close to being ready to put in the ground. Yeah, so Patanga tuber, none of those flowers materialised into fruit again, so another season of waiting, and probably time that maybe I buy a second Patanga tuber for pollination purposes. If you've had any luck, let me know. This one came from somebody up north, so this is an interesting one. I was given this. This is a type of oxalis that you can eat, put in salads. Has a real has almost a citrus taste to it. A real zing. It's yeah, it's kind of cool. I'll find the scientific name and put it in the video for you. Abiu's doing well. And I've just done an experiment where I've grafted Abiu and Canistel onto Lucuma. They're all Piterias, so I don't know. We'll see how they go. I don't have big plans, so I kind of had to make do with what cuttings I could get without sacrificing the large branches on my Abiu or Canistel. But yeah, Lucuma is much more cold hardy and cold resistant, so if I can get a multi-grafted Puteria tree, that would be really cool, particularly on Lucuma rootstock, which is as I said, more cold hardy. So we'll see how that pans out. All right, a few other things. The citrus is doing okay. Got a bit of fruit fly this year, which is not great. Apples, we've been harvesting a lot of apples off the apple trees. Probably about to hit the Fuji's. Fuji apples are probably about to come soon, so they're the next cab off the rank. The acerola has wasted my time again this year. Lots of these flowers that don't set, so that's disappointing. This guy, the Lakucha has done well in grounds. Seems to be happy in its new home. The Rollinia. So this is the Rollinia I grew from seed. And as I said before, this has done better than my Dailies seedling. This is probably a year younger, but I think is looking a lot better. And this is a sort of size of leaves you're dealing with now. It's really doing great. It is loaded with flowers. It's got this one fruitlet at the moment. But as I said, it has just got tons of flowers coming. Look at that there. Just heaps. Wherever you sort of look, there's more, you know, all throughout. So I fed this tree some potassium slow release organic fertilizer, Guano Gold, and I think that's helped with the flowering. It's really, as I said, it's got loads of flowers. It did drop those other fruitlets which I showed on a video about a month ago, but look, if it doesn't fruit this year, I'm at least happy to see that it's flowering and that it can get fruitlets, so it bodes well for the future. All right, the Espalier jackfruit is sort of amongst this Thai basil here, which has a beautiful smell. And this one's doing well now. It's sort of grown up a bit. So yeah, that's doing all right. Kwai Muk has done pretty well too. You can see that tree there. It's sheltered a lot, but it has put out a fair bit of new growth. So that's doing well. That's also in the Artocarpus family. I've picked all my white sapotes. They were really delicious, but they were probably about this big. I'll put a photo up in the thumbnail of the video so you can see. But they were really delicious. Honestly, it's a champion fruit, the white sapote. And I've actually got more that are coming. You can see some new ones there. And more flowers too. So you can sort of see heaps of flowers actually at the moment. This is the Kampong, which is more dwarf, but for me the perfect size. So yeah, great tree, this one. And yeah, as I said, really happy and really delicious fruit. So can't wait to just get to the point where this tree is loaded with white sapotes. It's yeah, I could eat them all day. They're fantastic. Large leaf Jabbo hasn't done that well ever since that hailstorm. It's one of two plants. The other one's a canistel, but it never really bounced back. It just sort of went into pause mode and has sat there ever since. So I'm not sure what to do about that one. Soursop, it's doing really good. It enjoys the uppotting I did a little while back. It's probably maybe coming on 5 feet, 4.5 feet, something like that. And next year it'll go on ground. It's a seedling again that I grew. Lightshea, the Erdon Lee that put out all this new growth, which is, yeah, that was I think there last time I showed you. Hasn't put out any more, but yeah, look, it's doing all right. So these are new. This is turmeric, and this is the black or blue turmeric. So that'll be an interesting one just to see the root of that. Looks, yeah, pretty striking, I think. So that's doing well. Green sapote is putting out a bit of new growth. That's potted for now until I find out where it will go. And the Lee jujube, we harvested some jujubes off this and they were quite good. Although I'm thinking I might not let it set next year and just let it grow a bit. It hasn't grown that much this year, just a tiny bit, and I want it to be a bigger tree. All right, this is the canistel. As I said, never really recovered from that hailstorm. I've just been greening it up a little bit by putting some sea salt foliar kind of spray or a drench on it, really. And I have grafted onto this the Abiu and the Lucuma as well, so we'll see if they take. Okay, peanut butter fruit. I did get one peanut butter fruit this year. I probably need another one just to try to really convince myself if I like it or not. It's got the texture of peanut butter and just a broadly kind of sweet taste. So interesting. It's not a great setter. It had lots of flowers like this. It's putting out more flowers now, but only one fruit set. In any case, this is in a pot, and it took off when I connected the irrigation and gave it a bit of water on a regular basis. All right, this is the other Rollinia, and not as much flowers, but probably this little fruitlet is kind of a little bit bigger than the other one. Sort of see the size there. So that one's the only fruitlet on this one. Yes, hand pollinated. I haven't had any set yet that aren't hand pollinated, so clearly it can happen. I've seen your video, George, so I know he's got one that's set without hand pollination. I haven't had any luck yet, but the hand pollination I've found probably, to me, has I don't know, maybe a 20 to 30% success rate at the moment. I think it all depends on the humidity at the time, how receptive or sticky the female flowers are when you do it. There's probably times a day that might work better than other times a day, not sure. So star apple is doing well just here in the pot. Had some nice new growth in these sort of leaves that came out, so they're doing quite well. It really wants a lot of water as well. I found a bit of scale there. I'm getting a lot of scale in the garden, guys, which isn't great. Go back here. Wax jambu is hidden sort of in this back area now. These are not brown. I don't know why. The video is kind of making this look a bit brown, but these are actually green, quite verdant green, so I don't know why. I think it's just the change in lighting back here. No fruit on that one just yet. Right, jackfruit back here is doing well. It's starting to branch out a little bit. Got these sorts of nice branches coming off the side. I topped this at the start of the season just to encourage branching, and that's what it's done quite nicely, so I'm happy with that. I did have, and I'll insert a little video I did now around the blue javas and some of the blue java bananas that I got. Right, these are my blue java bananas, and I've just picked this rack. See here, quite a lot of them are ripening. I had to pick it because a fruit bat or a possum started to come and eat them last night. I was just picking them off the tree, but yeah, I think once they ripen, the fruit bat gets wind of them and comes on around for a visit. So that was off these blue java ones. As you can tell, they're just so blue, but yeah, I think the blue java, being a blue banana, is just an Instagram fallacy, but never mind, looks good online, doesn't it? So anyway, the next one has started to flower too. There it is there, that's the new flower for the next one. So yeah, look, tasty banana, very sweet, I can tell you that. These were a bit small, but that's fine. They're about lunchbox size that way, so yeah, all good. But yeah, there's the next next load of blue javas coming. Blue java seems to be an Instagram thing. It's not actually blue, it just goes yellow. It goes from green to yellow like every other banana, except for red Dhaka. Red Dhaka actually does go red. None of those blue java or red Dhaka are that colour inside. It's just the standard banana colour inside. All right, black sapoteas set and the fruit are getting nice and big. So you can sort of see there, they're actually probably the biggest I've seen at this stage of year. Some more around here somewhere. Yeah, see some. So they're doing quite well. And it's got this nice branch that I've just left and not let any fruit set. It's doing pretty well and just starting to become that new trunk which I want, so I can get the tree to grow a bit bigger. These are some new. I've cleaned up this area a bit. These are some new papayas. Okay, so we've got the red hybrid here. And I think this is the southern red. Yeah, this is the southern red. So southern red there, red hybrid here. Look, they adapted really quickly to this and are doing quite well. So pretty happy about that. They'll have this nice hot shed behind them, and I think they'll do okay here. So hopefully there's still enough time between now and winter for them to settle in and root in properly. This is the betel leaf, the one that you use to wrap up sort of food in. I'm just waiting for it to get bigger and then I'll start using it in cooking. And we've got the mountain soursop here, which is just loving being in ground. You look at these were the leaves that it had when it was in the pot. You can sort of see the size of that. Now have a look at the new leaves which are growing once it's in ground. You know, huge. So yeah, it's doing really well. Really happy with this one. Heard good things that this has come from a good selection of mountain soursop and it actually tastes good, but only one way to find out, isn't there? Just let it grow and we'll see what happens. The cha-cha's doing its thing, popping out some new growth again. So yeah, it's just plodding along. You can't hurry up in a cha-cha. The Avo had some setbacks, and then it's kind of come back a little bit, but not really, not really moving. So yeah, look, any ideas or tips, let me know. Tidied up this espaliered pear, so that's going all right. Would love to get some pears next season. We'll see how it goes though. And that's probably largely it for the time being. So yeah, everything's going all right. Waiting on probably some red dacas to come through. Those bananas look big enough and they should be flowering soon, you would think. But not yet, so anyway, we'll keep waiting. I've got the guava down here. This is a cherry red guava, so I've got a couple of guavas starting to come here. I'll taste those, hopefully they're tasty. And yeah, look, that's it guys. Been a pretty good summer this year. Lots of, in terms of what we're eating, lots of apples. We've got those persimmons to come, the pomegranates to come, black sapotes to come. That'll come later this year, although at that size I wonder if any might ripen before winter. That would be a first. Normally in Sydney they have to overwinter. But yeah, we'll see. That would be cool. And yeah, some positive hope on the horizon for the Rolinias flowering. I've got, I remember now that, I'll remember for future to keep on feeding it with potassium just to get that flowering happening. And yeah, very happy with the first white sapote fruits as well. So everything's going really well, guys. Hope you're
enjoying your own gardening as we head into autumn. And yeah, look, we'll show you more on future videos. Over and out for now. Bye.